Welcome to the 8th training video for the 2014 NCAA football season. Our subject today is catch, no catch, and this is Jim Jackson, coordinator of football officiating for the Ohio Valley Conference. The first series of plays we're going to look at today all involve the receiver going to the ground as part of making the catch. Whether the receiver is stumbling, falling, or diving to the ground on his own as part of making the catch, or is being helped to the ground by being tackled or pushed by an opponent, the principles are the same. In order for the catch to be completed, the receiver must maintain complete control of the football all the way to the ground. The best way to envision this is to ask the question, can the receiver hand you the football at the end of the catching process? If the answer is no, it is incomplete. Our first play is a diving catch in the corner of the end zone. It'll be the right corner. Field judge does a great job moving off the goal line to the sideline once the goal line is not threatened, watches the entire play, and does not signal touchdown until the receiver gets up and has the football. Here's another diving catch in the end zone. The field judge does an excellent job of protecting the goal line while it needs to be done, and then watch the entire play. Have patience, don't signal anything until the play is completely over. In our next play, the receiver is being tackled as he's completing the catch, but he is going to the ground as a result of making this catch. The principle is the same. There is not a touchdown in this case until he can get up and hand you the football. The key to getting these plays right is to be patient. There's never a rush to signal anything. Here we have a player making a diving catch. The side judge watches the entire play, calmly signals touchdown once he's sure that this player has control of the football. The next play is a snap from the 5, so the field judge and side judge are on the end line. The line judge does a good job of protecting the goal line until it's no longer threatened, and then steps to the sideline. This player is being tackled as he is completing the catch. If at any time the ball becomes loose and hits the ground, this is not a touchdown. Even though all of these plays have occurred in the end zone, the principles are the same in the end zone or at the 35-yard line. Here we have a player going up, comes down as part of making the catch. It is not a catch until he can hand the football to the field judge. We'll have 3 views of this play. It is a great athletic catch on the sideline to the top of the screen. This view is not great because we're so far away, but look at the patience of the side judge. Player gets a foot in, is going to the ground as a part of making this catch, and this is not a touchdown until he has completed this catch and he's on the ground now. He has control. Great patience by the side judge. Next we have a very tight sideline catch. Side judge does a great job of seeing feet, then finding football, watching the whole play until it's over, and then signal touchdown. That view is a long way off. This one's better, and you'll be able to see the black rubber balls fly up from inside the end zone, and then the side judge patiently signals touchdown after the receiver gets up and can hand him the football. Here we have another tight sideline catch, and I want you to watch the line judge from the end zone view. This looks like a great catch. The guy's going to the ground as part of making it. Does he maintain control? We don't know, and the line judge is not looking. Certainly we've got to get that spot right, but we also have to look at that receiver and make sure he has control of the ball as he goes to the ground. Also note that this coach jumping out here to point this way would warrant a sideline warning with our new guidelines for 2014. This play is a touchdown, and the receiver is not going to the ground as part of making the catch. Long after he makes the catch in the end zone and is running to maintain his balance, he slips and falls up there in that concrete. I just want to use this as an example. This is not going to the ground as part of making the catch, and had he lost the ball, it still would have been a touchdown. Here's a great example of the concept that you must maintain control of the ball as you're going to the ground if it's part of making the catch, regardless of whether the ball is in the end zone or at the 30-yard line. Here the receiver has it momentarily, but he loses it as he's going to the ground. It hits the ground. We signal incomplete. Good job. Another sideline play where the receiver is going to the ground as part of making the catch. Does not maintain control. Incomplete. We say we want patience, but perhaps the line judge is a little too patient here. As you can see the football laying on the ground. That pass is incomplete. That's an easy call. Good job by the field judge. This receiver does a great job of tiptoeing on the sideline, maintaining his feet in the field of play, and had he maintained control of this all the way through the catching process, when he hit the ground, this would have been a completed pass, but he did not. You can see the ball is loose, incomplete. We'll now turn our attention to a series of plays where the receiver is not going to the ground as part of making the catch. In these cases, the receiver must control the ball, possess the ball, and then do something related to the game of football, such as running. It is of no benefit to watch these types of plays in slow motion. We'll watch all of them in real time. Watch these plays with this axiom in mind. When in question, the pass is incomplete. We don't want cheap catches or cheap turnovers. Here the receiver does momentarily have the football, but he does not maintain control of it. The field judge sees that he does not get it tucked away. He does not control the ball and rules this incomplete properly. In the next play, the receiver goes high in the air and does momentarily control the ball, but gets hit on his way down. The ball comes free. He did not maintain control. This pass is incomplete. Excellent job by this crew. In this next play, the line judge ruled this pass complete. This is an incorrect call. The receiver did not maintain control of the ball. He did not ever possess it. What we end up here now is with a cheap turnover. This pass should have been ruled incomplete. Remember, when in question, incomplete. This is another play where we incorrectly ruled a complete pass, and it's a good illustration of these principles apply whether or not we're in the end zone or in the field of play. You must possess the ball, control it, but make some type of football move. And in my mind, he did not do that with this play. And irregardless of the fact that this is in the end zone or the field of play, the defense made a great play, knocked that ball loose. This should be incomplete. The film on this next play is not great, but it illustrates the point. In order for a pass to be complete, you've got to possess it, control it, make some type of football move. We ruled this a completed pass and a fumble. And again, in my mind, I think we ended up with the cheap turnover. Watch from the end zone. You can't really tell if he possesses it or not, but it doesn't look like he does. Remember, when in question, rule these incomplete. Frankly, these plays are easier to officiate on video than they are on grass on Saturday. Watch the next play and see the receiver catch the ball, run into the goalpost. The ball bounces up. The back judge does not see the ball hit the ground, but the side judge did. Even though the back judge ruled touchdown and signaled such, the two got together and the side judge told him the ball hit the ground and pulled him off the touchdown call. We'll watch that play again. Hit the goalpost hard. Side judge clearly saw the ball hit the ground, bounce right back up to the receiver. The video doesn't show it clearly. Just when you think you've seen it all, huh? There are some plays you would rather watch on video as have them happen in front of you on Saturday. Here we have a long pass, a catch, a possible touchdown. That ends up being an interception. That view is not clear because we're so far away, but the end zone view is very clear. Now, if you apply the axiom is, can the receiver hand you the football when the play was over? And the answer was no, because the defensive back wrestled it away from him on the way down. Now the question is, when did possession take place? This is a great play to talk about. Can the receiver hand you the football when the play is over? The answer is no. When did the defensive back gain control of the football? Make it in the end zone. This play's a touchback. Remember, if the receiver is going to the ground as part of making the catch, whether that's on his own, such as diving or stumbling or falling, or with help from the defensive player pushing or tackling him, he must maintain control of the football throughout going to the ground and be able to hand it to you at the end of the play. If the receiver is not going to the ground as part of making the catch, he must possess it, control it, and make some type of move related to the game of football. When in question, rule it incomplete. I hope this video gave you a few plays to look at, think about, and talk about. Best wishes for a great 2014 season.